Well, good morning, everyone. Well, today is October the 1st, and all month we have a really awesome well-being affirmation challenge. Now, I don't know if you've ever participated in a challenge. There's lots of different types of challenges around for sure, but I'm really excited about this one because it can really be incredibly life-changing. So you're probably wondering, what in the world are we actually going to do? The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Crystal Sayers, and I'm the owner of New Beginnings Health and Wellness, and I'm here in Calgary, Alberta. And I'm a body talk practitioner and also a transformational coach. And so I help people become well in spirit, soul, and body. And especially when it comes to reducing chronic pain and stress, and we live in a world right now that is in a state of chronic stress. And so one of the things that is really on my heart to do is to help people move away and out of that type of a physical response, a mental response, emotional response. And so I'm just going to check the chat here, make sure we're live on Facebook, and we are all good to go. So super excited about this today. Okay, there we are. Awesome. So if you just hopped on, please feel free, say hello, where you're watching from. I would love to hear from you. And we're just going to get right into it. So today is October the 1st. We're going to be doing this live 9 a.m. here in our New Beginnings Health and Wellness group. Every day, weekdays for the whole entire month of October. So, we can really work on establishing some new patterns and changing some belief systems. And, this is done as a, we're going to say certain things, but we're also going to work on the internal piece because that's what's really important for long-lasting change. So, without any further ado, let's just chat a little bit about how we're going to do the whole affirmation piece every day. So today, and probably at the beginning of each week, just because we probably have new people who will be joining us, I will do a little review, but most days we will actually come do the affirmation. It will probably take us maybe 5 minutes, and then we will move on with our day. So basically what I have here, I'm going to just show you, and you can download this. I will put this in the chat. I have it's called an affirmation, 50 personal health and well-being affirmations. So you can have this for free, and there's no charge to you. And what I'm really loving about this is the power of an affirmation. So I've heard people say, oh, affirmations are not really powerful and they don't really change your life. And it really depends on how you are using them. And so today I'm going to teach you a way that you can use them to actually really benefit your well-being, body, mind, and spirit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an affirmation, which is something that's stated in the positive, moving toward what it is that you actually want to become a reality in your life. And on the sheet, I also have an explanation as to how to best use it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to use it the way that I explain it. And that is that we pick an affirmation. And then once you've picked the affirmation, for this series, I'll pick one and we'll do that particular one, but there's 50. So you can choose anything you want moving forward or even at different times of the day. And the more you do it, the more it really will become ingrained within you. So I'll just say this before we move on. When I was creating these affirmations, I was going through my own little process of, it was something to do with a financial situation. And my self-talk was like, well, you don't get to have what you deserve or something like that. It was this little voice in my head saying something negative. And what happened was, because I've been working as well on some affirmations associated with abundance and moving in that direction and living within the flow of abundance, I actually had one of the affirmations that I made come and make an argument against that. So it actually popped into my head as an argument. And I use that as a way to be able to actually get myself out of that sort of poor self-talk situation. So it can happen very quickly, but we've got to sort of arm ourselves and prepare ourselves with some things to address the belief systems and the patterns. And so this is one way that we can begin to do that. So if you're just watching now, you're hopping on later. If you're watching now, please say hello. If you're watching later, just hit hashtag replay. I would love to hear or see who is on and hear your thoughts about affirmations. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to choose an affirmation, and I'll choose one each day, each weekday, 9 a.m. here live in the group. And so the first one on the list is, my body is calm and my mind is at peace. My body is calm and my mind is at peace. Now, if you just try to repeat that trying to convince yourself, it's probably not going to work as well. So this is why I want to teach people how to actually use it, because we must engage with those words so that they become a reality within our life. And so all I'm going to have you do is each day is we're just going to, you can close your eyes if you want. If you're driving or something like that, don't do that. But you're just going to take some nice deep breaths. So you want to really get yourself into a place where you are relaxed. Okay. So I'm just going to show you, and I'm going to walk you through how we're going to use this affirmation. And it's going to be a small little guided, kind of like a meditation. And then we're going to say the affirmation as well. Okay, so you can close your eyes, take some nice deep breaths, and just relax your body. Okay, nice deep breaths. Notice how your breath is. Are you taking the breath in fully? And then are you releasing fully? And as you breathe in, you're going to say these words as authentically and as intentional as you possibly can, as if you really mean it. So the words are, my body is calm and my mind is at peace. Take a breath in. My body is calm and my mind is at peace. Okay, so you can say these words, whatever is comfortable. You can kind of take a breath. My mind is calm and my body is at peace. And then breathe out. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to imagine what it feels like. We're going to engage with all 5 of our senses. So I want you to just take a moment as we're in this space of taking breaths and we're speaking what it is that we are wanting. My body is calm and my mind is at peace. Now, as you have your eyes closed and you're just taking nice deep breaths, I want you to imagine what it feels like for your body to be calm. So engage with the feeling of calmness. What does that mean to you? Allow yourself to feel calm and imagine your mind at peace. It's not racing. You don't have 1,000 thoughts going through. If you have thoughts coming, that's okay. Just acknowledge them, let them come, and then let them be released. Okay, so just nice deep breaths as you're doing this. So we're imagining, again, with our senses, what does it feel like to be calm? Now, what does it look like for the body to be calm and the mind to be at peace? So imagine what that looks like. Take a nice deep breath. Imagine what it would taste like for the body to be calm and the mind to be at peace. So if the body was calm, what flavor would you give that? Just play a little bit, okay? So this is about kind of being curious and playful. And the more we can play and imagine, it actually opens us up to that very thing. So imagine what taste feeling calm would be. Imagine a peaceful mind. What would that taste like? Just imagine how good that would taste. Now I want you to imagine, what would it sound like? What would it sound like if your body was calm and your mind was at peace? Just take a moment. And for some, if it's okay if you're having difficulty engaging with this, that's normal. Okay. So, because we need to move into a new space. So you might feel a little bit challenged here, but that's okay. I want you to imagine, if you're struggling with sort of imagining, what would it sound like? Imagine where you would be. So a very peaceful, calm place. So sometimes we can associate an external situation, and we can bring the feeling of that into this particular affirmation, and it will really help you to engage. So imagine a place that is totally calm and peaceful. You can bring that right in and engage that with your five senses. In addition to that, I want you to think about, what would it smell like? What does it smell like when the body is calm? So you're just taking nice deep breaths. And for me, I'm kind of imagining this beautiful flower that's just, frangipani is the one that specifically comes to my mind. It smells beautiful. Has a very calming aroma. And so again, what does it smell like? Right? So you can associate a really good smell with a calm body and a peaceful mind. So nice deep breaths. And we can just repeat that affirmation again. My body is calm and my mind is at peace. My body is calm and my mind is at peace. So now I want you to take a mental picture, or it's like we're going to sort of seal this moment. So it's like, take sort of I guess, just get an idea as to how you're feeling right now. And as you take a nice deep breath in, imagine it's like you're taking a picture. And as you take the picture, you always have the picture. So it means that you can come back to this moment anytime you want. So as you go throughout the day, I would encourage you, especially as we're starting to get to practice this, even if you can do this 2 to 3 times a day, go back to the picture of how you felt as we were working through the affirmation and working with the five senses. See, the interesting thing about the five senses is that they are a part of how we interpret our life experiences. So it is how we experience life. And so the brain doesn't know the difference between whether we're really imagining something or whether we're experiencing it. It only interprets the information that is coming in. And so this is why it's very powerful to be able to really engage with the five senses as we do the affirmations, because then we can start working on things from the inside out. I'm not just repeating a bunch of information, my body is calm, my mind is at peace, my body is calm, my mind is at peace. I mean, that's nice, but it sounds like you're like trying to wave, a piece of paper in front of somebody, telling them that, hey, I've got the right to do this. We don't need to worry about convincing ourselves. We just need to engage. And as we engage with the five senses and allow our bodies to feel calm and allow the mind to feel at peace, then we can come back to that moment anytime. So let's say you have a situation that you're going through throughout the day and it is a stressful situation. One thing that I like to do is I use the bathroom. And I use the bathroom as a place to kind of just escape for a few minutes. And so if I'm busy throughout the day, I will go into the bathroom where I'm not going to be disturbed, and I'll just put the toilet seat down, sit on the toilet, and then I can take a moment to kind of gather myself. So this is a great opportunity. Then you can take a moment to return to the picture that we created this morning with the affirmation. So this is how it can be powerful, because you can really establish some really good habits very quickly. And the way that we really change our belief systems, there's several different ways, but the main ones are engaged repetition. So this is really what we're doing, is there's this engaged aspect of repetition moving toward what we want. And the more we do it and the more we engage with it, the more change we'll actually see internally. The other way is through what they know is called hypnosis, because hypnosis puts the body into a place called theta. And that is a brainwave type of place where actually from age 0 to 7, kids are actually in a theta state of mind. And this has to do with the brainwaves. So they've actually studied this. And what they can see is that throughout 0 to 7, this is where we get most of our belief systems and patterns of thinking, believing, and behaving, because in a hypnotic state, these, as children, we're watching our parents, we're watching the people around us, and we're learning like thousands and thousands of unspoken rules and ways to live and ways to behave and ways to survive, whether it be, positive or negative. We learn those things. And so of course they can be changed. And so that's partly what we're doing, is we're addressing belief systems on a deeper level. And so when you're not feeling calm, when the body is not feeling calm, and when the mind is not at peace, we just make the choice then to take a few moments to re-engage with this picture of like what it looks like, what it feels like, what it tastes like, what it sounds like, and what did I miss? What it smells like, right? So we're imagining being in that space, and it will physically help your body to calm down, and will help put you into a place of calmness and peace, which is what we want. So I hope that helps you today. And like I said, I'm going to put this well-being affirmation workbook in the chat, so you can download it and grab it for free, and you can work along with us. I will not be doing these on the weekends, but I will be back on Monday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time here in the group, and we will just do this together, and we'll just take a few minutes and go ahead and work through an affirmation. But have fun with these this weekend, guys. Take care. Bye for now.